It smells great in the kitchen right now. We've got a lot of different things going on. Of course, I see some bacon right now, Lucy.
Yes, we are cooking up about 12 ounces of bacon, and that is to start the base of our cabbage that we're doing. We're going to do some fried cabbage because, of course, it's St. Patrick's Day. As we
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Thank you.
So I just started that. I'm just going to cook that until crisp and, you know, pull that out and then add a little bit of onion, and we're going to fry up our cabbage, like I said. And we also have over here the start of our corned beef.
Ooh.
So I have 1 jar of pickling spice.
Right.
And I just put it in a dry skillet. You don't want any oil or anything like that in there. And we're just going to, over medium heat, just for about 5 minutes or so, just toast those spices up. Don't walk away from it because it can certainly burn, but it's just gonna help those dried herbs and spices wake up for us.
Let me ask you this. I'm sorry for being naive about this, but I don't know. So this is all 1 jar. This isn't a combination.
Yeah.
The pickling spice comes all together like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And you know, corned beef has a ton of, you can absolutely make your own spice blend, but it has quite a few different ingredients to it. So this is kind of a quick way to get that flavor. So in here is, each one is a little bit different, but this one's cinnamon, allspice, mustard seeds, coriander, the bay leaves, red and black pepper. And so this is going to give us that flavor profile that we're looking for our corned beef. And what I did was I just bought, this is how it comes.
Okay.
And back there in our meat departments, and this is the brisket, and it comes with a seasoning packet, which, you know, if you don't want to go this step, you can absolutely do, but there's not much in that seasoning packet. And one of the great things about doing it this way is you see this beautiful crust that we have on
really
there?
nice.
So it's going to be really, really nice if we just take the, you know, the extra step to do this. So what we're going to do is, I just want to show you all the package. So I'm going to get that out and get it rinsed off and get it patted dry. And then we are going to coat it in a little bit of mustard, and we're gonna ground up those spices and get it coated. And today I'm just gonna cook it in a crock pot because it's just so easy. But you could also, another way to do it is you could boil it, actually.
So if someone's watching the show right now, they're like, oh yeah, it is St. Patrick's Day, and they want to get out to the grocery store before the storms come in. You guys got everything they need for a St. Patrick's Day feast.
Absolutely. You can grab your cabbage, and you can grab your brisket back there in the market, and everything else. You can pick up some Guinness or any Irish beer.
Sure.
And you can either, you know, put it in both or not at all, or you know, just have it on the side.
All right, some great stuff. It smells great in this kitchen. Excited about our Irish dish today on this St. Patrick's Day. We will continue to work on this here with Lucy from Greer. Thanks a lot, Lucy.
Thank you.
Happy Wednesday, happy St. Patrick's Day. We are celebrating it right with our good friend Lucy from Greer's Markets. You guys were talking about corned beef and cabbage. Lucy, I was just telling you, I haven't had this before, but it smells amazing.
You are gonna love it. It is so good, and honestly, I didn't really grow up eating it, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So we got started on our cabbage. We cooked some bacon, put some onion in there, put a little bit of the spicy mustard, and now we're just adding our cabbage and some salt and pepper. So that is going to be a wonderful accompaniment. Would you mind stirring?
I
for
sure
me? Awesome.
can.
And that's going to be great to go with our corned beef. So what we did already over here on this side is we took 1 jar of this pickling spice, which we talked about, the coriander and the juniper berries and all the wonderful aromatics in there. We just toasted them up. And now I'm just going to get started. I rinsed this corned beef brisket off under cool water, patted it dry, and now we're just going to do a light coating of this spicy mustard all over, and also sprinkle it 1 teaspoon of salt over the whole thing. So I'm just going to gently, you know, take our teaspoon and just do a little bit right here, and you can get it all over the sides, all over the front and back. And then on the break, I will go ahead and get our spices. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in a Ziploc bag and just use probably that skillet to just break them up. But you could of course put them in a spice grinder, or if you have a mortar and pestle, you could do that too. But this is, you know, if you don't have any special equipment to grind your spices, you could do that.
Yeah, I do not have that at home. I think most of us don't. But something that I love about your recipes, especially a recipe that we maybe aren't so familiar with like this, you always do what you can to make it easier for us to enjoy it, enjoy the culture, but also you could just toss it in the crock pot.
Yes, exactly. It's so easy to do this because you're exactly right. We're going to put it in the crock pot. So I have it here. And once we get it coated with this wonderful mixture, we'll put it in here. You don't have to put any liquid in it, but you could absolutely put some regular, any beer. You know, I just had an Irish beer here today. And it's just going to cook between 8 and 10 hours. Briskets are usually between 3 and 5 pounds. This one's about 4. So 8 hours, you know, to 10 hours. You put anything in a crock pot for 8 hours, it'll be fine.
Right. So delicious. You guys, it smells amazing. I'm kind of odd when it comes to trying new things, but this smells so good. I'm so excited to try it. If folks want to go ahead, get the recipe, maybe go to a local Greer's, where can they find all that information at, Lucy?
They can go to Greers.com, and also we send out all of our special buys on Facebook every week, or you can sign up for our email blast, and it's all right there.
All right. We'll be right back with Lucy. Joe?
We have so many things to be excited about today in the kitchen. First of all, it is St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day once again to you all at home and to our good friend Lucy Greer.
Thank you.
You're even using a green spatula.
No coincidence.
No coincidence there. Pretty cool. We're working on corned beef and cabbage. Where are we at in the process?
We are almost finished with our fried cabbage. We started in the skillet cooking this bacon, then we added a little bit of onion and some spicy brown mustard, some salt and pepper in our cabbage, and we just cooked it down, and now it is time to add in this crumbled cooked bacon, just so that bacon can warm through. And this cabbage, you just, you know, if you like it with a little crunch left, then, you know, don't cook it as long, or just cook it until it is the perfect crunch for you. So that is ready to go. And then over here, we've been working on our corned beef brisket. So we rinsed this off, patted it dry when we got it out of the package, and then we put a light coating of the spicy mustard on that, and then we sprinkled it with a little bit of salt. And then remember, we toasted our jar of pickling spice and just got a little bit of heat underneath that, and then I put it in this Ziploc bag and I just smashed it up, or you could use a spice grinder. And now we're just going to
We thought you were really mad at something over here. Turns out you were just
smashing
the pickling spices.
Absolutely. So you just want to get it all over. And today I'm going to cook it in my slow cooker because that is just so easy. All we're going to do is put it in there, and we just put it on for between 8 and 10 hours, and it will be ready to go. You don't have to put any liquid in there, but you could absolutely put some beer in there or just water, but it's not necessary. Actually, don't put water. The only reason you would put any liquid in there is if you did want to add beer, just to be festive and just to add a little bit of that extra flavor, but it really isn't necessary. And see, I've coated it all over, and then when you cook it, no matter what you're going to do, if you're going to cook it in a Dutch oven like Claude here at Fox 10, then you want to cook it fat side up.
Okay, and you can take a look at the finished dish here. You've got a beautiful crust on that one that you had already finished up. It looks fantastic. The perfect dish, a traditional dish for St. Patrick's Day. Before we go here today, Lucy, we wanted to talk about, I had mentioned to you, I saw your pictures of the new downtown location. Everyone is so excited about that.
Yes, we are so excited. Our new store on St. Louis Street. We have pictures online. If you go to my Facebook page, Lucy Greer, I shared some photos, and it looks like we're going to be opening in the summer, and we cannot wait to have another store in downtown Mobile.
That is so great, and we will do our best to preview that for you here on Studio 10. We definitely want to take a look at that. That looks great. All right, this is perfect. Smells great in here. Lucy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. See y'all next week.
See y'all next week is right.